Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome back to more Tales of Arise. Last time, we finished the main story, and so now we have the post-game to get to, as well as some quests that could have been done before or after the final boss.
Odd here. Be on your guard.
It just throws you right back here before the final fight. That makes sense. Hey, don't mind if I do. I don't even know if I need this heal. Probably not. I like how I awkwardly turned to the left to get it. But alright, we finished the main story last time. We saved Shion and all of Dahna, so we're good for when the DLC comes out. We finished the main story, which is most important, but I want to get all the fun post-game stuff done, hopefully before the DLC drops in less than a week as of me streaming this. There's almost no backlog of Tales of Arise on YouTube, so I'm really hopeful that I can get all of the Redux playthrough uploaded to YouTube before the DLC drops. It has been at the cost of, I think, Dusk and Three Hopes are really behind on uploading to YouTube, but you know, these things, they happen. But now, I wonder... I was gonna see if any new quests popped up because... Oh yeah, there's new quests at Dake Fozel, or Fazel, however they say it, now that we have finished the main story. I think the first thing I really want to do today is I want to go catch some fish as Kisara, because I think we've still only caught one boss fish, and we should really have caught more fish than that. So let's go to Taka Pond Road and talk to the guy, and he'll tell me like, oh, you haven't caught all the fish in this area yet.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
We did indeed. A wise dolt?
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful. You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own. I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments. Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Dahnan uprising in Calaglia, the crown contest's final, sputtering throws. Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time, the fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Law, you're the most likable dolt of them all. I guess that these are a bunch of skits we unlocked by getting to the post-game. There sure is something in the water. Let me talk to him real quick. Yeah, let me see my fishing notes. 24 kinds. Overseer Hill, Lobtu Marshlands, Auden Lake. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure we'll get more boss fish lures from this guy. So let's do this skit and then try and go to Overseer Lake, I guess? Or Auden Lake? Literally just anywhere to get more fish.
Hey, Kisara. What's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
Circumloquacious? I didn't realize you had to own a thesaurus to be able to play Tales of Arise. What the heck? Okay, so where's Overseer Hill? Is it back in Calaglia? I actually don't know off the top of my head where Overseer... Oh, it's right here. This is where I caught the golden catfish. Have I really not caught all of the fish here? I thought I would have had them all here already because this is where I caught a boss fish. I'm pretty sure this is where we caught our first boss fish, I think.
There's something in the water.
Oh, there's another reason I want to start with fishing today, by the way. There's that one dish we can make that needs a boss fish that gives a medium experience buff, and we do need to get to level 99 to do one of the final quests in the game. Or you don't need to be level 99, but the enemies are all like max level, so it helps.
Where should I cast
It helps a lot. We have not caught the Traslita Arowana. So I'm looking for Arowana Traslita. And if we don't have the whatchamacallit for it, then we will probably...
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one.
That's going to be a boss fish. I wonder where cobalt trout can be found. Armored sturgeon. Ah, Mew. I really need to play Tales of the Abyss again.
You're still not done.
We don't have the thing for the arowana.
Boring.
You need patience to fish.
Could catch another golden catfish just for the sake of using the Mew one. Okay, so hold up. We don't have the right thing for this. I wonder if... Let's actually hit up the inns and whatnot and see if any of them give me whatever it is I'm thinking of. Give me the lures that I need. Maybe I haven't bought them yet. Nothing to sell, and we are very low on money. The Trembling Lure, which I already have, so we've bought this one.
Peace.
I might come back soon. I'll consider it. Did I buy the one in Niez's? I think you only buy lures from
We've reached our destination.
in shops, I think. Already got this lure. Yeah, hope to see you again soon too, or whatever. But not actually. Pretty sure I already bought the one in Pelagian. Oh, we need to go to the temple for the wedding thing. I think that's just a big cutscene, and then we get SP, so we should definitely do that. But I wanna do fishing first. Let's find some places to fish in Cislodia. Where are some fishing spots in Cislodia? Oh, this is the deer fight, which is difficult. We might be high enough level for it now, I'm not sure. I definitely today, after we do some fishing and whatnot...
Detour?
It's fine by me, but what for?
Rinwell says there's a phantom flower that grows around here.
Oh, yeah.
We want to look for it. It won't take long, promise.
A flower, huh? All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, that's where the whatchamacallit is, and we will deal with that later. But also on top of fishing, I for sure want to get all of the lights that fell down from the wedge, get those boss fights done today. And then I think we might save the post-game dungeon, because I don't know, I think we have to do all of the lights first before we can do the post-game dungeon. I think we're going to save that for tomorrow's stream. Kind of focus on everything but the post-game dungeon today, and then tomorrow's stream, get the post-game dungeon done and see how that goes.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Oh, that was nice. How many... We have another skit here. How many skits are left in the game? Because we should be getting really close to done with them, shouldn't we? I think. Less than 40. 38 more. 38 is still quite a bit. Before we do this skit, I want to get to fishing. Alright. I think we get a skit for every boss fish we catch as well, I think. The only thing left here is the boss fish, which is the armored sturgeon. That's perfect, actually. That is fantastic, because I think I have that one, don't I? Yeah, it's Muse. Perfect. Square triangle. So we need to catch this boss fish. We haven't fished in the last, like, 2 streams. I hope I, like, don't do awful. Was it square triangle? Yeah, that's it right there. Looks like a sturgeon to me. Come on, you. I'm gonna catch you. Ah, wrong way. I love that you get the big boss music for the boss fish. As if they're like a Gigant I love it. Come on, Punk, you're already at about half. This is one of the earliest fishing places you can get to, so I imagine this is one of the easier boss fish. No, you don't. Not today, Punk, not today. I need to turn you into a tasty experience dish meal. Oh, another thing we need to focus on today is making sure to do campfire conversations as often as we can, because we need to get all those done. Kisara, Law, and Rinwell all need to get their level 2 Mystic Arts. Holy cow, that thing is massive.
That's a really rare species.
It has spikes. Like a dinosaur. Perfect.
I wasn't sure if I'd actually reel it in, but somehow I did.
That was intense. It looked like you were practically dueling with the fish.
Yeah, I kept thinking your rod was going to snap in half the entire time I was watching.
It's a whopper of an armored sturgeon. It wriggled so much I thought my arms would pop out of their sockets.
The fish was all ah, and your rod was all creak, and the water was all splash, 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 splash. But you held your own and reeled it in. It was crazy. You're like a heavyweight fishing champion.
Heavyweight?
Law.
No, I just mean you put your full weight behind the thing.
Law, how about you put your full weight behind zipping your pie hole?
I meant it as a compliment.
This might go well in that new recipe.
You tried your best, Law.
Can't wait to see what you make.
You tried your
You're
best.
the one making it.
There are dishes you can only cook with the boss fish. Yeah, they require a boss fish specifically. The experience dish that I want to make needs boss fish.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound. but something about Cyslodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
All the guys just doing their best to get in trouble with the women. I like how Alphen says one or two of the other women as if there are not only two other women aside from Kisara.
Hoodle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hoodle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hoodle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hoodle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hoodle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hoodle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Get off of me, you insecure fluffball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Hoodle is so adorable. What a funky little owl. Okay, now we should have whatever it is I'm thinking of. We should be at 25 new fish. So he should have something new for us.
Finally made it.
A fish! You saw it
Yes,
too,
yes,
right?
a fish. I know. We're going to catch a lot of fish, Kisara. Don't worry. All right, 25. What have I got? The marine floater. All right. Very good. Now, tell me some places I can go here. Overseer Hill still. Lov 2 Marshlands, Auden Lake. Lov 2 Marshlands and Auden Lake. Lov 2 Marshlands are here in Menancia, aren't they? Or no, maybe they're in Cyslodia? Then they must be in Mahagsar? Auden Lake is in Mahagsar. Oh, this spot is Auden Lake. There must be a boss fish here I haven't caught yet, I guess.
I finally made it.